I did explain to the customer already before I came that the parts on this boiler are obsolete. Well, more likely to be obsolete. And for one reason or another, I think he felt that I was trying to sell him a new boiler. I told him I'm not trying to sell you anything, I'm just telling you that there's a high chance that you won't be able to get parts for your boiler. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Firstly, it is Thursday, the 12th of March, and I have some good news. The job that I went back to last night where I changed the pump, I messaged the customer this morning. I literally said, dare I ask, is everything okay? The reply that I got back was, yes it is. Yes it is, yes it is, yes it is. Such a relief because that job's not even close by. It's up in Braintree, so it's a good hour each way. I think it was a combination of an airlock initially, and the pump was obviously full of crap. I swapped it all out, and yeah, everything's been working fine, so that's a relief. I am feeling pretty tired this week. I think today I slept a little bit. Last night I slept a little bit better because I didn't need to go to the gym today. Nikki's finished her job now as well, so there's a little bit less rush. So I had a little bit of a lay-in. I say lay-in, but it's probably like an extra 15 minutes. But you know what it is, sometimes that extra 15 minutes makes a big difference. But I am back at this job where, well, I don't think I've ever actually filmed me doing anything here. I've done a boiler service for this customer a couple of times. They sent me a message saying that the condense pipe going out the wall has cracked. And I came actually here yesterday because I couldn't tell from the pictures whether it was 1.5 inches or 1.25 inches. I don't really carry 1.5 inch bits. I only carry 1.25 inch stuff. And yeah, it was 1.5 inches. So I said I'll come back today, which is why I was able to go and do that pump change yesterday. So I'm back here now. I'll show you when we get inside and then outside into the garden. But I've basically got myself a compression coupling, 1.5 inch elbow with a reducer. And my plan is to basically I'm going to try and heat up the elbow, that's because it's quite tight coming out the wall. So the plan is to try and heat up the elbow as it comes out the wall and pull it off. If I can pull it off, then I can use that little stub of overflow pipe, because the way it's coming out of the boiler, it's a Worcester, and it's literally as the condense comes off of the trap. If you're looking at the boiler, literally just little bit of pipe, elbow down, elbow out, so it's very tight on the inside. So I want to try to avoid having to do anything on the inside if I can help it. So hopefully I can heat up the elbow with my blow lamp or whatever, try and melt the glue, get it off. And then I've got a compression elbow for overflow, and I've also got the normal elbow for overflow as well, solvent weld elbow. The plan is I'm going to probably just try and shove that straight onto it as it's coming out the wall, and then drop it down, or I might just have to drop it down into here. I'll see. Let's go and let's have a look. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, if you haven't already. And if there's anything that you guys are interested in from any of the brands that I work with, Unilite, Tool Monster Store, Velocity Pro Gear for the tool bags, Powered Now for your job management, Rhino Trade Insurance, and anything else. I'll put all the links in the description, so fill your boots if there's anything that you want. But let's go and do this condense. Then I've got a service, full service to do on a Worcester 4000, and then I've got a breakdown on a pot and Nita heat, and then I think that's about it really. Let's see how the day goes. So this is the culprit, so you can see it's cracked on that elbow there, and it's also cracked on that bit there. So this is all painted as well. I don't actually think it's black. I think it's actually painted over by the looks of it. I mean, it could be black, but it does look like it's actually got some paint. So I'm gonna cut this from here. I'm gonna try and heat this up and try and get this elbow off. because inside, like I said, is very tight coming out the boiler. So if I can literally just heat this up, get this off, and then put another elbow on there. No, sorry, and then the plan is to maybe either put an elbow on there, or that with the reducer straight into there. I don't know if that will work. Depends if I can get that all the way flush to the wall, or I might just have to redo it a bit like this. Someone's calling me, let me get that, and then let's get this started. Yeah, didn't exactly go to plan. So looks like I'm gonna have to do the long way anyway, which is sort it out from the inside. Right, this is what I mean. It was all tight up there. That's the old pipe with that cut out. There's the bit that messed up initially. But it's just trying to get all of that in. What I've had to do is have to take the little condense discharge outlet plastic bit out from there, pull that out so I could do all my condense gluing and everything. Now I can push that back in so it goes into that rubber coupling, and then out here obviously got nice long lengths, so now I can decide what I want to do with this. Either glue a reducer straight onto there, elbow it straight onto there, or do what it was like before, overflow elbow, a little bit of pipe, and then coupling and reducer. I haven't decided yet. Okay, that's done. The reason why I use the Aquaflow compression couplings is because they don't have that little lip inside, so it kind of acts like a little bit of a slip, so it gives a bit of play. And I use the compression on there rather than the solvent welds. Firstly, this is all painted, so I wouldn't have been able to get that to glue. And also this way, if there's ever any issues, at least you can take that off. You've got a bit more maintenance. Now what I'm going to probably do, I'm just going to pour a bit of water into the flue. Just make sure it's all running straight out through the condense. And as long as that's all good, then we're good. Not quite a Guinness. Pint of water in there. There we go. It's all coming out there. No leaks here. No leaks here. Good stuff. Job done. Today's been one of those days. So that Worcester 4000 that was meant to go in service, I went there and it turned out not to be a Worcester 4000. It was a Worcester 8000. Now the customer, when he contacted me, sent me a picture of the boiler. I said, can you, because I'm not familiar with the differences in the new models, because he just sent me a picture of the boiler, which is a white box, white face with the round circle at the bottom. So that it's either going to be a 2000, 4000 or 8000, and he wanted a full service. So I was like, can you let me know which model it is so I can bring the right service kit? He said, I think it's a 4000. Okay, no problem. Picked up the electrodes for the 4000 because that's the kebab style heat exchanger. Got there, took the case off, it's the 8000. Completely different service kit, completely different heat exchanger. Not only that, the seals for the service kit on that, like the burner seals and all that, I can't even get them. Not like right now, they've got to be ordered. They weren't in stock. So I couldn't do that anyway. But there was a bigger issue. Flue was rusted and leaking. Oh man, I was like, I don't need this right now. And the boiler was up in the loft, and it is, oh, you can't see anything out there. I don't know why I'm showing you that. It is very windy today, very windy. Luckily, I still had my long ladders on the van. I hadn't taken them off over the weekend. But let me tell you, it was hairy. Getting up on those long ladders up to the loft from the outside to try and sort the terminal out. Like, the customer was very good in all fairness. Like, he was footing the ladder, he was helping me even when I was doing the flue in the loft. He was, you could see that obviously it's a two-man job at this point, so he sort of mucked in and helped me out. So fair play to him for that. But yeah, it was just, you know, when you go to a job and it's meant to be a boiler service and it turns into something else completely, it's just, But the main thing is I had to then run back to Essex heating spares, got new bits of flue, and it wasn't even just a standard horizontal straight out the wall. It was horizontal going off to the side and elbow going out the wall. And the old one, there was a joint in the wall. They hadn't used the telescopic flue. They'd used, I think it looked like they'd pulled part of the section off the telescopic and then just put a short extension on, which was actually in the wall. So got rid of all that, got a telescopic, then elbow onto it coming across and then back onto the boiler elbow. Sorted all that out. He did say to me when we booked the service that he's got a problem with the hot water, and I suspected block plate, and it is a block plate on that as well. Ran the hot tap after I sorted the flue out and everything, shoots up to 90 degrees, locks it. I'm like, great. So I don't know if I'm going back to do a full service as well as cleaning the plate, or at the moment if you just want the plate cleaned, because obviously doing the flue and everything has added on a large chunk of cost to the whole job. So I'm going to give him a price for the full service with the new seals and everything, price to clean the plate, and a combined price to do it all together. Now the Worcester 8000s, I've not done one before, a full service on one, but I've heard it's an absolute ball ache to do because of the fan assembly. Apparently they've changed it and made it a lot more difficult. So I'm going to speak to a few people who I know who have done it before and find out if there's any tips or tricks before I go back there that I need to be aware of. But yeah, it proper just longed my day out. And now I'm at the next one, which is an old Potterton heat, I think. And it's like a 40-year-old boiler. Customer's saying that it's not igniting. Now, I'm not even sure if you can still get parts for this boiler, but I need to go in and see what the issue is and then see if I can get it repaired today. Let's see.
That one unscrews and that comes off like that and you'll be able to see more.
Lovely. So we've got Potterton Nita heat here. This is a lot older than me. So the fan's running, but that's about it. It's not doing anything else. So let's get it open and let's see what's going on. Yeah, the gas valve's gone on it. See, it only dropped by 2 millibar. Should be getting a bigger blip on that. Now, I did explain to the customer already before I came that the parts on this boiler are obsolete. Well, more likely to be obsolete. And for one reason or another, I think he felt that I was trying to sell him a new boiler. I told him I'm not trying to sell you anything, I'm just telling you that there's a high chance that you won't be able to get parts for your boiler. Just been on the phone to Baxi and they said straight up that you're probably just wasting your time, because even if you do find out what the problem is, you can't get parts for it anymore. So yeah, he said regardless of whether it's a spark generator or the gas valve, the parts are both obsolete. I've got 240 going to the spark generator, I've got 240 going to the gas valve. It doesn't look like the gas valve's opening, and I'm going to tell the customer this and he's probably just going to get pissed off, but it is what it is. Good morning. It is Monday, the 16th of March. It's been a great weekend. We celebrated RN6's birthday. He had an amazing time. I was just so happy to see him happy. His school friends and everyone who came to his birthday party, they made it so special. We went bowling. I could just see that he was just having such a great time. And for me, that's all I want to see. I just want to see my family happy. And today has been another win for me. Another PB on leg press. Let's go. So last week, if you remember, I done 230. Well, the week before I done 225 for 12 reps. Last week, I done 230 for 12 reps. Bumped it up again this week. 235 for 12 reps. Let's go. Next week, gonna bump it up to 240. Will I get 12 reps? I hope so. I'm gunning for it. Let's just see where it goes. But right now, I've already done one job. It was just a gas safety, and it was a rental one, so I didn't really want to spend too much time there because the tenants were a bit odd, let's just say. Now I'm here at a Vaillant. I've done a full service on this boiler ages ago, and the customers called me up today. Funnily enough, the gas safety was actually off of this road, and he messaged me saying, oh, I've got a problem with my boiler. Have you got any availability this week? I was like, I'm actually coming to your road. So it's just worked out. And this is what I mean. It's March. Look, it's getting a little bit sunnier. It's getting a little bit warmer. Work is going to get a little bit quieter. Don't panic when it happens. This week for me, it's probably one of the quietest weeks I've had in a long time. And I'm not complaining because it allows us to breathe. Allows us to rest and recover. And that's probably why I'm hitting these PBs. But it just goes to show, you can have a not so full diary and all of a sudden starts getting filled up. So I've got another 2 jobs. I only was meant to do 1, 2, 3 jobs today. And I was meant to do 4. 1 is being rescheduled, but then another 2 have come in. So that's what I mean. Just don't panic. If it is quiet, just enjoy it. Make the most of it. We don't get this all the time, so enjoy it. Don't panic. Work will come. Work is always going to be there. Remember, we are not living to work. I think that's right. We don't want to live to work. We work to live. So when it goes quiet, live. Don't look for work. Obviously, I respect everyone else's financial situations. You got to do what you got to do, but you only got one life. Make the most of it. I'm going off on a motivational tangent. I think I'm buzzing today. I'm so buzzing today. Feel good. I want you guys all to feel good as well. Let's do it. Let's go have a look at this Vaillant, see what kind of funny noises it's making. He also wants me to give it a standard service whilst I'm here as well. So let's go in. Let's see what the problem is. Let's get stuff done. And speaking of getting stuff done, for those of you who haven't subscribed already, why not? Do it. It doesn't cost you anything. It massages my ego. Makes me feel good. Come on, I'm on a high. Let's go. Subscribe, like, do whatever. I've even got discount codes for you in the description. Whatever you guys want. Not whatever you guys want, to a certain degree. Got discounts. I'm giving you discount. You give me subscriptions. You get it you subscribe for free. I get you money off products. See? Even if you don't subscribe, you can still use the discount codes. But if you subscribe, it'll be nice. Anyway, enough chit chat. Let's go in. Oh, stop doing it now. Let's see, we'll do it again in a minute. So you can see I was here. 2024, there you go. There's that noise. That, you might think it's the pump, but it's not. See, when I'm pushing that, that's the diverter. So we know what that problem is. So let me get a new diverter out of the van. I actually have a Zoom call to take at 11:10 for some more content creation, because that's what I do now, as well as fixing boilers. So let me get a diverter valve out of the van, start getting this drained out, start doing the service aspect of it, and then we'll finish up and let's just get it fixed. Let's get it done. Boiler's drained out, and this is my favorite style of diverter valve because you've got the nut on the inside, not the one underneath. So this makes it a lot more easier to do. So power's off, boiler's been drained out. Pressure sensor was reading 0.1 bar, which is good. So now let's get this done. Back online. New diverter, no leaks. Old diverter. "12 minutes. That's how long it took.